teams are hitting one offensive record after another, but there's a team in Europe that has them all beaten. Paris Basketball, who just won the EuroCup, finished the season with an insane 126.8 offensive rating, better than any team in the NBA ever. And they did it with their best player standing at 5'9" only. Now, before the NBA fans start typing in anything, yes, I know they did it against a much weaker competition. That does not make it any less cooler. Let's analyze how they managed to do so. Here are the best plays from the best offensive team in the whole world and why their coach Tuomas Iisalo is an offensive genius.
Shot clock running down. Shorts with a bomb. Count it! TJ Shorts!
Fast, precise, modern, and extremely well coached. That would be my description of how Paris built the world's best offense. I actually haven't seen a team that's more on the same page while executing every little thing, sprinting at 100% and knowing what to do in every situation. Some of the clips will simply blow your mind. And all of this despite the head coach Tuomas Iisalo joining the team only last summer. But here's the first catch. After transferring from Bonn to Paris, he took half of the former team with him, so the adjustment process did not last long. And once they took off, they never put the foot off of the gas pedal. Paris won 22 out of all 23 games in the EuroCup this season. They finished in top 3 in almost every possible offensive play type category. I honestly haven't seen a team dominate the competition to such degree. And first of all, they did it by playing fast. They led the competition in transition usage, which generated an extreme amount, in European terms, of 17 points per game in this department. Iisalo and Paris front office compiled a squad of super fast lefty guards, TJ Shorts and Nadir Hifi, mixed with mobile wings and undersized bigs who can shoot and run.
Simon gets the steal, and Simon with a statement sending jam.
And just look at how all 5 guys start to sprint as soon as the rebound is secured. 2 guys fill in the corners, bigs run the slots, and Hifi pushes the ball until there is a man wide open inside the paint. Another wonderful example here. I love how synchronized they are in starting their sprints. First 2 take up the sidelines, taking the 2 defenders with them, so the ball handler can go until the rim. Even after an allowed basket, they usually waste no time. Janssenen takes it out without the ball touching the ground, Malcolm turns around, and this exact sprint creates a numbers advantage. 3 passes and Paris score back in 4 seconds. Here's some more similar stuff. The opponents make the shot, the ball doesn't even touch the ground, quick inbound, and I think the broadcasters might have to rethink their strategy for Paris games next season. However, I probably like this next clip the most. How about a Gortat screen in the fast break? Again, all 5 guys running for Paris, but one of the big sees that guard has beaten his opponent, so he blocks his own man from trying to block the shot. That's just amazing stuff. On top of all guys being bought in, great spacing, and interesting strategy, if you have a guy who's this filthy quick, that definitely makes things way easier.
Shorts and one! Voila!
Now, let's go to the modern part, where Tuomas Iisalo uses all the trendy stuff to put his team in the best position to succeed in half-court basketball. I would say there are 3 things which usage has skyrocketed in the last couple of years. And Paris Basketball are simply spamming those in every possession. We already saw one, it's the Gortat screen inside the paint. Then it's the slip screens, and it's the main thing Paris use. Others might call it a ghost action, but it's basically the same thing with a player running nearby his teammate imitating the pick. This is perfect against teams that like to utilize switch all concepts, or simply perfect to confuse the 2 defenders. Watch Paris here first get a taller and slower defender against TJ Shorts, and then Hifi running past him. London's defense is in shambles for a slight moment here where they don't switch perfectly, and that's more than enough for the lightning quick Shorts to blow past the defense. Here is another idea I love from Iisalo involving the slips. Almost Almost every team in the world plays this action where a side ball screen is followed by a top pick and roll. Paris mix things sometimes and do it differently. They invert the first screen with forward having the ball and the guard setting a pick. Well, technically it's not a pick, as he of course slips it to give Malcolm a drive to his strong right hand. If you are thinking how the opponents are not ready for those slips, well, you never know exactly when they're about to happen. Here's the same set I just mentioned, but a different ending. Jantunen will slip this screen, this guy clears the side so there's actually space for him to pop back, and the Finnish big guy knocks it down.
Jantunen lines up a three and knocks it down.
Okay, time for the EuroCup finals came, and the opponents had to do something to limit the effectiveness of this. TJ Shorts gets the switch here, and watch the opponents up their level of physicality and even top lock the player who wants to run nearby. Slip is not allowed, but they forgot about the first problem. Shorts is just too good in ISO situations. So Paris and Tuomas Iisalo countered this in game 2. Hiffy isn't allowed to simply run by, so he turns around and tries to screen two people because his man is in front of him. Hiffy succeeds in doing so, and that opens up tons of space for Shorts and his pattern pull-up mid-range jumper. Now, before I reveal the last trendy thing Tuomas Iisalo is using, here's a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Hostinger. Their AI website builder allows complete rookies like me to create a unique website in a matter of minutes. If you think of an online shop, Hostinger has got you covered. They allow people to sell items without additional transaction fees, giving them the edge over many other e-commerce platforms. Also, listen up if you already have a website on WordPress. It is possible to migrate it with a couple of clicks for free. All new users get a chosen domain as well as business email, two essentials for your online presence. So do not hesitate, start your online journey now and grab an additional 10% discount with our code BNews10. The last trendy thing Tuomas Iisalo has on heavy rotation in Paris's offense is Varejao screen. It is when a player changes the angle of the pick at the very last moment. The goal of it, just like with the slip screens, confusing the defense by putting two defenders on the wrong side, just like it happens here. This way, Paris quick guards again have huge spaces to attack. Watch how TJ Shorts simply waits here for 2 or 3 seconds and only then gets going. Since it is the finals, Bourges reacts, but TJ still crosses his man up, sees the stun, if it relocates to widen the gap, and a well-oiled Paris machine cooks up a three-pointer. With quick guards like Hiffy and TJ Shorts handling the ball most of the time, that little flip at the end is often enough. Their acceleration is unmatched and tough to defend even when Varejao does not create huge confusion. Here, however, it allows Shorts to explode and reject the pick. The big is out of the picture immediately since he followed the screener, point guard reads rotations well, and Paris quickly find another open shot.
Takes extra pass to Bastian Herrera, remains perfect from the field.
Lastly, here are two things that fully convinced me Tuomas Iisalo is an offensive genius and the next great coach in Europe. His players simply know how and when to use every trick in the book. We are used to seeing Gortat Screens as a way to beat the passive drop coverage when the bigs block off the giants in the paint from blocking the shot. But here TJ Shorts, who I'll remind you is 5'9", is playing one-on-one. His teammate center knows he'll probably go left since he's lefty obviously. So watch what he does. As Shorts beats his man and takes off, the center pins his defender who is in the middle of the paint, preventing him from having any chance to block it. That is just ridiculously good stuff, just as this next clip. On this top pick and roll, two are on the ball, so the weak side defender is in heavy help. Knowing that, Paris moved the ball quickly and the corner guy starts sprinting prior to catching the ball, leaving no chance for the defender in the closeout. In the basketball world, it's called stampede attack, and also check the big in the paint. That's another Gortat screen for you there. I just hope you had as much fun as I did learning about the best offense in the world in this or any season. Paris basketball are about to debut in the EuroLeague next year, and if they can keep this fast style of play with elite offensive strategies, we could be looking at the next European powerhouse very soon.
Herrera as they use every single millisecond to deadly effect.
Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about Tuomas Iisalo, TJ Shorts, and Paris's chances in the EuroLeague next season. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one.